Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to start a new show on the channel, and that is Star Wars: The Acolyte. For those unaware, I am a huge Star Wars fan. I love so much of Star Wars. I have been in love with Star Wars basically throughout my whole life. As you can tell from the background, I have many Star Wars related things in my room, and I am particularly excited for this show, partly because of the High Republic elements, partly because they're going to be focusing on some like darker elements with the Sith and stuff, and I just think it's all really cool, and I'm really excited to jump into it. So before we do that, if you end up enjoying this reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you're interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, consider checking out my Patreon or YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Since this is the first episode of a new show or a new season, that uncut is going to be completely free in public for anyone to check out. And if you find that that's something you're interested in going forward, then your support would mean the world. But other than that, let's jump into episode 1 of The Acolyte. 100 years before the rise of the Empire, it is a time of peace. The Jedi Order and the Galactic Republic have prospered for centuries without war, but in the dark corners of the galaxy, a powerful few learn to use the Force in secret. One of them, a lone assassin, risks discovery to seek revenge. Ede? Somehow there's a way you pronounce that word. That looks like Carrie-Anne Moss and Master Indara.
We have unfinished business. Attack me.
The other people at the table are like, what?
I have no quarrel with you. Jedi do not attack the unarmed.
Yes, you do.
Did something happen in the past regarding maybe our family or something? Someone attacked someone? Dang, okay. Hey. Damn. This is pretty bitchin' so far. She wants that lightsaber. She's just so calm and collected.
Who trained you?
Okay. She's good. I like the fights. I like that she hasn't even, like, attempted to drop her lightsaber.
You.
She recognizes her?
What are you doing here?
She's here to kill you, obviously. But why? Poor Kay. By cutting those to pieces, you just gave her smaller projectiles to hit you with. Those are harder to fight against. I mean, she's prepared to defend herself, for sure. My brother in Christ, we're doing something right now. That was rude. You cheated. Damn, I was not expecting Carrie Ann Moss to die in the first 10 minutes of the episode. Hey, we ain't gotta kill this guy. Oh, especially with a child. We ain't gotta do all that. Okay.
Good morning, Pip.
Hello, small little droid.
Osha! Why didn't you come out last night? You missed a wild trip to Nar Shaddaa with the piloting crew?
Nar Shaddaa.
What's the emergency?
Shield
Interesting.
generator repairs.
Trade Feds never use the shields.
Trade Federation. Let's go. Dang. I like the cinematography of the episode so far.
Their grease grubbers are disposable. Our cargo is not.
You know, we can hear you. And frankly, I'm hurt because Philip is clearly disposable, but me on the other hand,
Rude.
come on.
Felix the goat.
I'll weld it together.
Damn, her little helper droid is so nice and useful.
The pressure gauge is spiking.
We probably don't want that to continue to be on fire. Someone named May and someone named Osha. Interesting.
Jedi?
Okay. High Republic, baby.
We are looking
Hey,
for
guys.
a former Jedi by the name of Osha Anaseyat.
Interesting.
Sublevel, bunk 23.
He didn't even have to do it.
Yours?
Are we friends with these people?
I never thought that I would see you again.
Why are you seeing her now?
What are you doing here then? I just wanted to pay your old friend a visit.
He is, cautious.
You lost your entire family. Your mothers, your sister, your village all died in the fire before Master Soul brought you into the Jedi. Your training was difficult, to say the least.
Okay.
So why are you here?
Last night, a Jedi was murdered on Ueda.
Ueda. That's how you say that word?
The suspect matched your description.
You think that I killed her?
Where were you last night?
On this freighter, in this room. Why would I kill Indara?
I wonder if it's her sister. Maybe it's her sister May.
When I see her. That's her! She killed the Jedi and ruined my bar.
She must have a twin sister. Coruscant. Looking old school, Coruscant.
Close your eyes. Connect to the Force. and tell me
Okay.
what comes into your mind.
Ooh, we know who this is. She's from the books. She's got a whip.
Good.
Life.
Excellent.
I see fire.
Okay, Ed
It
Sheeran.
grows larger. It consumes anything that tries to stop it.
It is a power we must respect. But that is our lesson for another day. Time for lunch.
We should probably pull that little kid aside and have a chat with them. Why are you seeing weird stuff?
You and Master Indara were friends.
Yes. I was sad to hear she came to a violent death.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
She was a devoted Padawan. I see no reason for her to kill Indara.
The evidence against her.
Yeah, I don't know why she would do it, but her sister probably holds a grudge for some reason.
There must be some mistake.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that her sister didn't actually die in that fire.
Is it true you killed a Jedi?
No.
We're planning an escape. You win?
Yes.
An escape to where? We're traveling through hyperspace.
The ship's piloted by droids. We're gonna take them out and use the escape pods.
Okay, I applaud everyone's enthusiasm here, but that could kill us.
So you'd rather leave your fate to the Jedi?
Yes.
She trusts the Jedi.
Enjoy prison.
Oh, that's nifty. Yo, dude, you got a funky head.
Can you give me a hand?
Bye-bye, Jedi killer!
That's rude. Use the Force to lift the hand. You gotta tap into the Force again. She's got it. Oh no, she couldn't reach it. She couldn't find herself in the Force.
Not now!
Damn. This is a very useful droid. She can just like tear it apart, do whatever she wants to it. That's a violent criminal. We probably don't want him to come with us. Time to go, brother. Just launches the escape pod without her. Rip. Is there only 2 of them? Okay. Yeah, strap in, baby. See what happens. I think we're Gucci. I think we're fine.
It wasn't our idea.
It was the Jedi killer! She orchestrated the whole thing!
Wow, they caught him anyway.
I sensed her darkness. Beware.
Quiet your mind and tell me what happened to the young woman.
She helped me, and I betrayed her and took the last escape pod.
He's a faker.
I request permission to go to Kalek and bring Osha in myself.
It is highly unlikely she survived.
she's alive.
It's super likely. She's the main character. She's been out a while if that much snow accumulated. Hello. Mysterious individual.
I'm ready.
That may be so, but we need backup.
Is it Yod?
What's wrong with Yod?
Nothing. No, he's Yod.
She either has a crush on Yord or is weirded out by Yord. She has a crush on him.
I thank you for choosing me for this mission.
Dude's ripped.
Yod, put your clothes on.
Maybe she just thinks he's weird. Oh, it's a young version of herself.
Hello, Osha.
It's like an echo in the Force.
Hello, sister.
Or her sister is doing this to her, putting this vision in her head.
Wait! Always one, but born as two.
Yeah, she's got a twin sister. Her sister's one that killed the Jedi.
I give you you.
You give me me.
And you give me me.
Oh, I wrote this show.
I thought you were dead. Did you kill Indara?
Yes.
I will kill them all.
¿Por qué? Why do you have such desires? Is it because you were left behind and your sister wasn't?
I was posted on her home planet, Brandok. I was there when her sister started a fire that killed her entire family. Osha was the sole survivor.
Or so we thought.
She had a twin.
I didn't know Osha was a twin.
May is dead. I saw her die.
I believe you were wrong. I like how you can see the precursors for what would eventually become the hyperspace ring. Sure, a cave. Surely this will only lead to positive developments. I like that he has a yellow lightsaber.
Stop! In the name of the Republic and the Jedi Order!
Osha!
Saul!
She didn't do it.
I didn't do it!
I didn't kill my wife.
Believe me! I didn't...
Osha!
Hoo, 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 hoo.
Osha.
May is alive.
You know.
I believe you.
Yeah, damn right.
You need to come with us. Let's go.
Put your lightsaber away.
Stand down.
The Jedi live in a dream they believe everyone shares.
Okay.
If you attack a Jedi with a weapon, you will fail. Steel or laser are no threat to them.
Except it worked on Indara.
But an Acolyte kills without a weapon.
Kill with an idea.
Kills the dream.
Oh, wow. That was a quick ending to that. Okay, first initial thoughts. I enjoyed that first episode. I thought it was pretty good. I think it's definitely like the first half of a two-parter that we are supposed to watch both of, right? Like, this is not meant to be like, hey, this is week 1, and then next time watch episode 2. I think you're definitely meant to watch episodes 1 and 2 together, because that episode ended very abruptly, right? They take her in, and then her sister talks to whatever Sith guy, and he's like, you kill it with the dream or whatever, and then the episode immediately ends. Very, very sudden ending. But the episode itself, I thought, was really good. I want to initially comment on the cinematography and just like the visual style of the show. I am particularly happy about that. I thought it looked really, really good. Both in terms of just like camera techniques that they used, the actual physical sets they built, the costumes, just everything looked really good, and it very much didn't have the volume feel to it, right? Like, I think the only time that I initially even like felt like the volume, or like, not that I thought it was in the volume, but the only time that I thought like this feels the same quality as like volume type stuff was there was one initial shot at the very beginning of the episode when she walks into that bar and you see all the people in the bar, and it just looked very clean. Like, nothing on the floors, not very much like clutter or anything. It's just like a very clean set. That was the only moment really that I noticed that felt less quality. But everything else was really, really good in my opinion. I like the general feel of it, if that makes sense. I think the only thing that I'm maybe less enthused about is that the show itself kind of marketed itself as like not a murder mystery, but like they made a big deal of being like, hey, there's a murder investigation happening. Someone is killing Jedi. Who is it? By the end of the first episode, you know. Like, you're fully aware who it is. And the kind of twist is given away pretty early on. Episode 1, right? She has a twin sister. Her twin sister is the one that is killing these people, and not her. You know, it doesn't take too much deducing to figure out, hey, her sister survived that fire, for some reason has bitterness, maybe because, you know, Osha was taken to join the Jedi Order, and May was not. Maybe at the time they sensed darkness in her and decided not going to bring her along, right? Who knows? And so she just has this like lifelong bitterness against the Jedi. That wouldn't surprise me, right? She mentions how at one point a Jedi attacked an unarmed person. My guess is it was probably Indara, right? She recognized her. She recognized the head tattoo. She knew who she was when she saw her face. Like, I don't believe she thought it was Osha. I'm very certain she thought it was May. Like, she fully recognized that it was May, and she's probably, you know, the main person that she hated the most. But now she's got this like Sith guy that's probably going to convince her to kill more Jedi. So that's bad. I like that they introduce an element of, you know, one of them has to clear their name while the other one just continues to wreak havoc. I like that Amanda Stenberg gets to play essentially two different characters, like two different versions of a similar character. I enjoy that. So far I enjoy the other 2 to 3 Jedi that we have seen so far. You know, they all seem like they fit. They seem unique as well. Like they have interesting, like somewhat stoic but regular, distinct personalities, if that makes sense. And I just like the High Republic prequel-ish feel to it, right? There's elements of the set design, the droid design, the ship design that kind of indicate that this is about 100 years before the prequels, right? You know, when they're dropping in, their ship kind of disconnects, and you can kind of see the makings of like a hyperspace ring on that ship, and you can, you know, accurately surmise that over 100 years they would refine that design, and you could just dock a little fighter into those, right? And it would work great. And then, you know, 50 to 100 years later, you have like this massive Star Destroyer sized ring that can take you to another galaxy. Like, it all feels very lived in and natural and real, and I'm excited to see where episode 2 takes us. I'm also excited to see the developments of the relationship between Sol and Osha, right? Because they obviously have a deep connection. He cares a lot about her, and he's not really like trying to mask that. Like other people are blatantly calling it out, like, hey, why do you care about her so much? And he's just like, you know, I just do. Like, she's just a gem. But maybe Osha, that's an interesting concept. Maybe Osha isn't as skilled in the Force, right? She has troubles connecting to the Force. Maybe that's why she left the Jedi Order. And whereas her sister, it comes a lot more naturally to her, but it's more of like a bitter, angry, dark side use of the Force, whereas Osha is light side, but not as skilled, you know? You know, that would make sense why she left the Jedi Order then, you know? She just wasn't good enough. She wasn't good enough to be a Jedi. She washed out of the Jedi Order, so to speak. And I'm excited to see how that develops and how she interacts with the other people because of that, you know? But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about episode 1 so far. I enjoyed it, but I'm looking forward to seeing episode 2 to really kind of formulate my opinion on the first little part, because it's clearly meant to be viewed as 2 episodes, not just 1. And so I'm going to watch the second one, and then I believe I will have a more full-fledged, formulated opinion on my thoughts so far. Olega. Local Jedi Temple. Wonder who she's here for this time. Hello? Are you meditating?
Master Torben.
Master Torben.
We have unfinished business.
It's her go-to move.
Attack me. With all your strength.
He's sleeping. I thought he was holding something. Those are his legs. Very interesting. He's pretty powerful. He doesn't even have to wake up to fight you. He looks like a aged up Dean Charles Chapman, who I also know is in this show. Interesting. Either that guy's just so powerful that he didn't even, like, care enough to notice. Or something else was going on. Do you want her to tell you how it works?
Hey, Padawan. You could try repolarizing the power couplings.
She doesn't know what that means.
Master Soul.
I must protest over not restraining the prisoner. She has escaped once before.
You still think she killed Indara?
You don't.
No, obviously.
Osha has a twin sister.
Her name is May. She was presumed dead 16 years ago.
Clearly not dead.
There's been another incident. A suspect matching Osha's description broke into a local Jedi temple.
Where?
Olega.
Set Osha free.
Would you like me to investigate or bring Osha back to Coruscant?
Go investigate. Take Osha with you. She could be an asset.
Damn right. No longer a prisoner.
Hello? Chimere?
Chimere is asleep. Manny Jacinto. Jason Mendoza.
Oh, hey. Hey.
Okay.
So did you kill the guy?
I was this close.
She
and I didn't
tried.
land a single blow.
Find his weakness.
He doesn't have one.
Everyone has a weakness.
I need you to make me a poison.
Okay.
Bunta? Really?
Jason Mendoza, why are you doing this, brother?
I have 2 Jedi to kill after Torben. And I will kill one of them without a weapon and please the Master. But I need to do
Why?
this my way.
Don't you think what we do is so, stressful?
Yeah. Killing people sounds stressful.
Everyone has a weakness. The Jedi justify their galactic dominance in the name of peace. And peace
Is a lie, I know.
Like every Jedi, he only thinks he's found peace. What he really needs is something only you can give him.
Fear.
Absolution. That?
Yeah, you need the cap.
What is that?
Oh, this is a pip droid. I'm trying to sync him to your ship so I can get some fuel levels and some vitals and...
I mean, what is that?
It's a tattoo.
You hate it.
Do you believe the May is behind Indara's murder?
It's the only way to explain all of this.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else makes sense unless it's a clone.
I have made peace with what happened on Brandok.
I know you have.
But you haven't.
That was a lesson you tried to teach me many times. And I wasn't a very good student.
Perhaps I wasn't a very good teacher.
Wow. That's pretty.
Welcome to Olega. We didn't think Coruscant would be interested in our little break-in.
This crime may be connected to another open investigation.
Wake up, Dean Charles Chapman. If that is you.
I know why you took the Mirage Vow. You thought this life would give you the peace you seek. But your past still haunts you. Confess your crime to the Jedi Council. Or receive the forgiveness you seek. Right here, right now, from me.
I think he's gonna drink that poison.
I've been waiting for you, May.
I think that is Dean Charles Chapman.
Forgive me. We thought we were doing the right thing.
Yeah, he's dead. I'm guessing we're gonna cut further back, because I'm pretty sure that's Dean Charles Chapman.
Hey!
Step away from the body.
She didn't do it. My sights were on her the entire time. I followed her when she broke off.
Smart. His cautiousness paid off.
He took this poison willingly.
Why would Master Torben kill himself?
This is
For forgiveness.
from my home planet.
Jason Mendoza.
Jackie stays on lookout, and I will confront this imposter. Stun him, if need be. Then we bring him back to the ship for questioning.
Or we skip that, and she just talks to him.
That seems to work better.
I'm in.
Bjord seems very by the book.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
She's being weird. He probably already knows.
Did the poison work?
That's it. That's all we need.
Let's pull her out.
Wait!
You're acting so strange.
Does he recognize the voice?
You killed Torben without the poison. He will be so pleased. You look exactly like her.
Yeah, he knows.
Whoa, 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 wait. Hold on.
Back away. Where's May?
Hold on, hold on.
We know you supplied May with the poison that killed Master Torben. We have your confession.
He's like, hey, hold on, hold on.
Please don't do the memory wipe thing or whatever it is you guys do.
The memory wipe.
Who is he?
I thought he was with you.
Does May have a master?
All I know is that she wants revenge on 4 Jedi.
Yeah. He definitely lied to them, though. He's more involved than he said.
Any sign of May?
Not yet. I have a bad feeling about this.
Classic. Classic.
She killed my family. She destroyed my life.
Okay. She
This is
blames
grief.
her.
Let it go.
You are not my master. I deserve justice.
You want revenge. Look what revenge has done to your sister.
Yeah, that's true.
She wants to kill 4 Jedi.
stationed on Brendok 16 years ago.
Yo, you're one of them.
Have faith in me. And have faith in me.
I like him. I don't want him to die.
Hey? You survived. You killed Indara.
Yeah?
Torben?
Yes, let's go. The combat is so good. It's good. Oh, he's got all the knives. He's got them all. He's so good.
Your master has failed you. Tell me, who trained you?
Do you really need that to see the fight? You're 10 feet above them.
Sol is trying to find out who trained May.
I'll turn on his comms.
That's nifty that she can remotely activate his comms.
I see your master has taken great pains to hide his identity. Even from you.
She doesn't know who trained her. The combat and the movements and stuff all feel very natural.
Even after all this time, your thoughts still go to your sister.
My sister is dead!
Osha is alive.
You lie!
Interesting. She's gonna have to
He
go
speaks
out
the
there.
truth.
In the name of the Galactic Son of the Republic.
You are under arrest.
How is she gonna get out of this? That's smart. I like that use of the Force.
I've lost visual. I'm turning back around.
Copy that. We are headed to the city gates. We have to stop May before she escapes from Olega.
Where's she gonna hide? Just gets hit by a car.
Oshi?
That's why she's so angry. She thought her sister died. Both of them thought the other one died. That was not a good shot at all. Wonder if she missed on purpose.
With respect, we don't have time for talks, Master Vanestra.
Our problem has changed. Your old Padawan going rogue was one thing.
Did she go rogue? Really?
But we know where she's going next. We must
We
move.
don't make decisions like this without meaningful discussion, Soul. We will see you soon.
He wants to go a little rogue himself.
You sold me out to the Jedi. They're right up there. They're everywhere. I should kill you for betraying me like this.
I can make it up to you. Kofar.
What the hell's Kofar?
A relaxing forest retreat in the Outer Rim, where the Wookiee Jedi lives.
Okay.
Oh, she's alive.
I know.
He's gone. Come on.
Come on.
That one big Jedi is so goofy. Thems are some tall ass trees.
Que puta te seta.
Kava, Tramsky Risky.
I don't know what that says. But this is probably a Jedi. Yep. Kelnaka, do you know Buri? I want to see Buriaga. Oh. End of the episode again. They end so abruptly. One quick thing before I dive into the overall discussion of this episode. Freaking Manny Jacinto is just incredible. Every single line of dialogue that he has, I'm like, I love this character already. Even if he's a bad guy, I'm still fully on board. Whatever he's doing, whatever his motives are, I love the character already. Like the little moment where they ask him, who is he? Like they're obviously asking about the master that they both serve, and he responds with, I thought he was with you. Just golden. It worked so well. And you can clearly tell that part of it is an act. Like he's not actually that space-headed, so to speak, and he's very good at pretending. I guarantee there's more about him that we haven't learned yet. He's a capable fighter. When May tries to stab him later in the episode, he deftly handles that and survives. So there's definitely going to be something more about him that we haven't learned, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that is. But just right off the bat, anything that he's in is great. Jason Mendoza, it's fantastic that in The Mandalorian we had Pillboy and now we got Jason. So we need him to throw a Molotov cocktail somewhere, or mention the Jacksonville Jaguars, or Blake Bortles. There's got to be a Good Place reference. If there isn't, I'm going to be upset. But no, he's fantastic already. Second thought. Again, the combat so far is incredible. The fight between Sol and May, where he's actively not trying to hurt her at all. He's just basically using the Force and just, passively deflecting her attacks while still showing he's incredibly powerful. I liked that a lot. The combat, episode 1 and episode 2, not a ton of combat sprinkled throughout, but 2 specific combat scenes that were really, really well done in my opinion, and I really, really enjoyed it. I also liked May's use of the Force to escape, where she notices that the ground is loose sand and dust, and she just uses that to her advantage to get out of there. Liked that. I also like how the Force, how do I explain this? When one of them uses the Force to do something, like a little jump or a flip or whatever, it looks very natural, physically natural within the world. And that's not always the case. Sometimes, whether it be the Force or superpowers or super speed or whatever, like any random effect, an explosion, you know, you name it. I feel like so often within the last like 10 years maybe, so often in TV shows, they either like put them on wires or they do something and you can just tell it looks unnatural. You know, you obviously suspend your disbelief to be like, yeah, it happened, whatever. But you know, like in the back of your head or even in the front of your mind, you know, like they put them on wires to do that little flip. It looked like they were on wires. In this, it fit very naturally and it didn't look like they were on wires at all. Anytime any of those flips were happening, the force holding her in place and her breaking out of it, all of that looked very natural within the world. And it didn't look fake, like it didn't take me out of it. Like I enjoyed that quite a bit. Like the physicality of everything so far is really working for me, whether that be the individual characters and how they move within the show. The lightsabers look good, the world and atmosphere looks good, cinematography looks good, just like the overall setting of everything is really working for me right now. And if they can maintain that quality through like the whole series, I'm gonna be pretty excited. And then if the actual story of the show can like carry it through and like give me a satisfying story as well, I think I'm gonna be very pleased with this show. I also like how the show is very much showing some cracks in the Jedi armor. You know, there's already like clear disagreements between specific Jedi, what's his face? I've already forgot his name. The uptight Jedi who's like, you know, following the rules and being all stoic and whatever. He clearly has disagreements with Jecki, played by X-23 from Logan. Like, they clearly go about things in a very different way. He's very uptight. She seems very, like, I don't know if loose is the right word, but, like, at ease could be, like, a solid word. She just seems like a somewhat charismatic individual that is just, like, I don't know. She doesn't follow the pretense. She doesn't, like, seem beholden to the like stoic ideals of the Jedi, right? She just is like, I think this would be a smarter idea. Like she speaks freely, whereas the other dude, he's like just so uptight and he's like, I think if we do this and then I do this and then I do this, we can stun her. And she's like, how about we just talk to her? It's like you can see that they have disagreements. Soul, you can see he clearly disagrees with Vernestra on how to handle this situation. Like, he's like, we don't have time for this. And, you know, you can clearly tell where things are going and you can see the cracks forming. And it makes it very believable that, you know, within 100 years, the Jedi will fall. And it clearly shows that like following all the ideals and notions of the Jedi and doing what is right isn't always right, and it often gets them into trouble. Even Master Torben is supposed to be this incredible Jedi, so powerful he can meditate and fight you at the same time. Like, he's so good. He kills himself to seek absolution, and the last thing he says is, I thought we were doing the right thing. Like, clearly some of the things that the Jedi do in this show throughout history like aren't the right thing, and they don't really consider a lot of the effects. Like, what is there's another one, in season 7 of the Clone Wars, the two sisters, they tell Ahsoka a story about how there was like a chase sequence that the Jedi were a part of, and they acted a certain way and it like killed their parents or whatever. and the Jedi essentially didn't really care. They were like, oh, may the Force be with you, like, whatever, and then they left, and they're like, the sisters are like, yo, our parents are dead. Like, what do you mean? But, like, the Jedi was at peace with it. Like, it just shows so many, like, instances, and you can clearly tell the vibe already in the show that the Jedi are not all they're cracked up to be, and they clearly overlook many things. They deem certain things as the way to go about things, and it isn't always the correct way to do it. And it's going to come back and bite them in the butt. I imagine we're going to have plenty of flashback sequences in this show as well, because obviously Carrie Ann Moss's character died in the first like 10 minutes of the first episode, and she's been billed as like a main character in this show. And in the trailers, she's in a lot more scenes, so I assume we're going to get a healthy amount of her in flashbacks. I assume we're also going to get some flashbacks with Dean Charles Chapman's character, because I know he's in this show, and he appeared in the trailers as like a young guy, right? He's a young character in the trailer. In this episode, he's like an older guy, and he's got a beard. And I'm 98% sure that's him, because she's like talking to him, and I'm like, that is him. That might be the only part of the show that visually I could tell like that's a fake beard they put on him. That might have been the only moment. But yeah, I imagine we're gonna get plenty of flashback sequences of him when he's younger. I have to imagine we're gonna see what went down on the sisters' home planet. Like, what choice did the Jedi that were there make that May hates and regrets them, like hates and wants revenge against them so much? She obviously thought that her sister was dead, so maybe she assumes that the Jedi killed her sister and the rest of her family. You know, maybe she started the fire on accident or on purpose, I don't know. And she assumes that the Jedi were the ones that like finished off her family, but they weren't. Or maybe she was given a vision. I don't know. There's clearly some like visions being given to Osha that are not from her sister. They're from someone. But she's sensing things and seeing visions and stuff that are not directly from who she thinks they're from. So it's a potential that maybe back in the past that sort of thing happened as well, and so everyone involved thinks one thing happened when it really none of it happened that way. I don't know. But it is an interesting twist that both Osha and May thought the other one was dead up until the sequence of events we're following now. And even Soul was like, I saw your sister die. Like, he thought she was dead. So there's definitely some twisty-turniness going on that we aren't aware of yet. And I'm looking forward to seeing the answers to that, you know? One of the comments on Reddit says, if I had a nickel for every time Dean Charles Chapman played a character who committed suicide because he was racked with the guilt over his complicity in a heinous act, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Love it. Someone has an interesting theory that Yord might be the Sith, which I wouldn't hate that. I think that would be very interesting, and it would kind of explain some of his weird mannerisms and behavior. But who knows? Or it could be Manny Jacinto's character, which is who I initially thought it was. I'm like, just the way their voices sound kind of sounds similar. You know, the Sith guy speaking has hints of Manny Jacinto, and it would be a very interesting twist where if he's like playing her this whole time, right? Like, he knows what will and will not please the master. He knows where the Jedi are. He's just kind of like stringing her along, and we already talked about how he's capable, you know, of combat. So that'd be an interesting twist if he was the Sith as well. I think those are my top 2 characters initially that I think could be the Sith, is Manny Jacinto's character and Yord. Yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I thought was a solid start and is definitely already introducing some elements that I'm very curious about. Specifically, like, who is the Sith master that is training May, and are they actually a Sith master? My initial thought is they're probably like, you know, if there's like the Emperor, and then the Emperor always had this like rotating cast of like Count Dooku, Darth Vader, you know, Darth Maul, like the secondary Sith that always seemed to be, you know, grooming someone beneath them so that when they get powerful enough, then they can kill the Emperor. That seems to be the vibe that I think is going to be what's happening, is that whatever Sith is training May, whether that be Yord or Manny Jacinto or some other character, I think they are the apprentice of the actual Sith that we're supposed to fear. And that could be Darth Plagueis, maybe, at this age. He might be a little young. Or it could be, Teneboris, or whatever his name is. I think he is around this time as well. So one of those 2 might be like the main one. Or maybe, I don't know, isn't Plagueis an alien, right? He's got like an alien face. So I don't think either Manny Jacinto or Yord are Darth Plagueis, but I don't know. It's a possibility. There's lots of mysteries about like who the Sith is. And then I'm also very curious about like the interplay between the 2 sisters. You know, how is that emotionally going to go forward? How is that going to drive the story forward? Obviously, they both thought each other was dead. What really happened back on their homeworld, things like that. And then I think this is going to be a multi-season show. So, you know, I'm very curious to see where the story takes us from here. And again, I love so far the visual design. Everything looks really good. The combat's great. Everything flows well within the world. So I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. And I'm looking forward to seeing where things go. Yeah, I think, again, probably the only aspects of it that felt weird is just how quickly the episodes end, right? Like, it almost seems like it's going to lead into another scene, and then, like, it very abruptly hits the credits, and you're like, oh, okay, episode's ending, I guess. So that's the only part that feels weird, but otherwise, everything else is pretty awesome so far, in my opinion, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna do separate videos for each of these first 2 episodes, or if I'm gonna put everything into one episode. I might do everything into one episode. That seems to fit well, since there was 2 episodes released, and they're not terribly long episodes. So I think that's the plan right now. So if I had a long thought process between episodes or had some weird intro, just ignore it. Just pretend it flowed perfectly. And yeah, I don't know. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. What did you think of these 2 episodes? I'm very curious to see how you guys feel. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.